So, as you all would have seen by now, it has been officially confirmed that the Peaky Blinders movie is actually going ahead and being released on Netflix. Now, for those of you who are followers of the channel, you will know that we have theorized previously on a movie being basically confirmed a few years ago with the release of Season 6. Stephen Knight officially confirmed back in 2022 with the Season 6 release that it was in fact the last season. However, he was completely dedicated to releasing a movie, which basically would have covered the final season, being Season 7 of the initial TV show. Equally exciting, however, is the fact that Tom Harper is returning to direct the movie. Now, you may have noticed I use the term returning. Yes, now, some of you may not know, but Tom Harper is indeed returning from his directorial role in the very first season of Peaky Blinders. Most notably, he directed Season 1, Episode 5, one of my personal favourites and arguably the best episode of Season 1. This should be a massive exciting point for a lot of fans who did not really love the directing style of Seasons 5 and 6. I understand from a lot of my followers as well as the fan base that the directing style of Season 5 and 6 became a bit too stylized for their liking. Now, personally, I loved Season 5 and 6, with Season 5 actually being my second favourite season out of all 6, as you'll remember from my ranking video. Although, without Season 1's simple yet beautifully impactful directing style, I and many others would never have fallen in love in the first place with Peaky Blinders. So it's a real honour to have him coming back, and I'm really excited to see how his style's changed, but also similar to his first go at Peaky Blinders. Predictably, Cillian Murphy will be returning as Tommy Shelby. He delivered this personal statement on the matter. "It seems like Tommy Shelby wasn't finished with me. It is very gratifying to be recollaborating with Stephen Knight and Tom Harper on the film version of Peaky Blinders." Now, next up, some of you may not know, but around the time of Season 6's release, there was an article in which covered Stephen Knight, the creator of Peaky Blinders, discussing his initial plan for the movie. It will without doubt take place in the lead up and during World War II, maybe even going a bit past World War II, depending. He has also hinted that he would like to do this. Now, don't take me word for word, the original article can still be found, but Stephen Knight explains that the main chunk of the movie will focus on Peaky Blinders working with Winston Churchill and the British government on a covert secret operation during World War II. I can't remember the exact name of the operation, but it did take place in real life. This official quote coming from Stephen Knight basically confirms the premise. "I know exactly what's going to happen. I know what the story is, and I'm writing it at this moment. It's a very specific story that's based on a true story from the Second World War, and will be told in the Peaky way. It'll be an explosive chapter in the Peaky Blinders story, no holds barred, full on Peaky Blinders at war." During Season 6's post-media coverage, the Knight also said that the shootout scene in Season 6, Episode 6, as well as a lot of the final episode of Peaky Blinders being an hour and 20 minutes, was really a taster of what the movie will feel like. And he also mentioned that this was their first go at kind of making a feature-length Peaky Blinders content. So, essentially, if you liked the final season and the final episode more specifically, then you should love the movie. Finally, and on a little bit of a sad note you could say, as for when the movie will actually release, with filming starting this September, it's likely the film won't be released until at least 2025, but most probably 2026 to account for editing and the full filming experience, plus any delays that are possible. So it's a bit of a wait, but hopefully, and I'm near certain that the wait will be worth it. So, yeah, that is basically everything we know currently of the Peaky Blinders movies. As for other characters returning, it's still not confirmed if Alfie or Arthur is returning. I'd assume Arthur is returning, Alfie I'm not too sure. I'd say Oswald Mosley is returning, as he was quite a big part of World War II and the whole fascist movement in England. So we'll have to see. I think this can really wrap up nicely with Tommy finally beating Mosley, getting him exiled to France, as that is actually what happens in real life, I believe. I believe he gets exiled from England. So it would be cool if, instead of Tommy killing him, he actually exiles him to England. And for Jack Nelson, I'm not sure if he'll ever be touched on again. Possibly, but it seems like Tommy really got the best of him at the end of Season 6, with Alfie gaining his whole territory in Boston. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I've been away for a while, but I'm looking maybe into getting back. But I just had to make a video on this because I knew a lot of you would be very interested in it. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you feel like it, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.